everybody, Stampin' Georgia here, Georgia Jaguar. I have two really sweet cards to share with you today, and I think you're going to love them because I'm using the Succulent Garden suite of products, which pretty much are all on sale right now, so you might want to grab some before they're all retired and gone. Anyway, I'm going to share these two cards. I've shared the diagonal cut method on another blog post, and I have a video for that, and I'll share links to that in my post. But I want to show you how I get the beautiful flowers. So come on, let's get started. So here are those lovely cards again. I'll show you this one close up, where I use the old olive for my succulent, and this one where I use the mint macaron as my succulent. And before we go any farther, I just want to share with you, this is the suite of products that I'm using. Yummy colors, yummy designs. There's the framelits and stamp set. Both are on sale right now. The framelits are actually half price, and the paper is on sale as well. So you might want to grab some of that before they're all the way gone. So I'm going to go ahead and show you first kind of some cutting tips. Here are the framelits for the flower or the succulent, and you can see, yes, they could be used for any different flowers too, for lots of different uses. I used my precision base plate, but you can use a regular magnetic platform with the regular cutting plates as well if you want to. Just, I like it because these little ones are so detailed, and it makes getting those out of the die. And so I just start with a bigger piece of paper so that I can roll it through once and cut all the different sizes that I need for my project. So that's the first step, is to get them cut out. Bring in some paper here because I tend to get a little messy with these. So now I've got all my different sizes, and I'm going to use first, I use some of that tone on tone sponging. So I would take my mint macaron ink pad and just add a little bit of texture to each of those flowers. Then the next step is to add the second color, and on this I'm using the sweet sugar plum because that coordinates with my cardstock. And you notice my little trick so that I don't get the ink all over my fingers is to use one of these fancy paper clips. They work really, really good. And then I'm just going to go around and catch the edges. And it's always easiest. You notice I left them flat to add the texture over the middle parts. But when you want to get edges, it's best to pick up your piece of paper or project so that you can go ahead and get the edges. So I'll just continue on. My next step is to use my bone folder to add a little texture. And you'll want to hold at the base of each petal as you pull, because you're using paper. You don't want to rip here. You want to distress it and give it some curve, but you don't want to rip it. So I'll just carry on and do the rest of my petals. And the way I put these together, after I've got them all curved the way I want them, is I use the Tombow liquid glue. If you are using these in a 3D project that you want to make paper succulents for like a basket or something like that, then you could go ahead and add dimension by putting dimensionals in between the layers. But a little bit of Tombow liquid glue is the best way to get them put together. And of course, as you get closer to the smaller ones, you want to use a little bit less glue, or you'll end up with glue sticking out. And there you have it. And you'll see in the card that I did, I added one of the perfect white accents to the center, but not necessary. But now what's nice about not using dimensionals, it will lay flat when I put it in an envelope, and it will be okay for mailing. Isn't that cool? So if you liked the succulents for the card, you're really gonna like this cute little basket that I used to make succulents. And so once you know how to sponge them and how to use your bone folder, you can make multiples of those. And you'll want to check back maybe in a week or so. I'm going to be posting another video how I made these. And I just turned them into picks so that it's easy to add them to your 3D projects. You notice I used some more of the white perfect accents, but I just popped the white back off to do those. So thanks so much for stopping by. I hope you will give these succulents a try.